My name's Phil Downey. Back in 1977, me and my best mate Jimmy Cummings made the banner which you see here. Joey ate the frog's legs, etc. And as they say, the rest is history. It was the best time in everyone's lives. It was a fabulous time to be there. And you lived and breathed it. We were part of the team, simple as that. We were the 12th man.
This magical thing behind me takes me back to that amazing emotional night in Rome '77, which for me is the mother and daddy of them all. But that thing there, you know, it's I get goosebumps when I see it, to be honest. You know, and that'll never leave me. I've got a different sort of career these days, but I go back to like a little kid when I see that.
I was sitting in working in the same place as Jimmy Cummings, and he came over to me and he said to me one day, he said, "You used to make banners, didn't you?" And I knew this was going somewhere because Jimmy was a larger-than-life guy, superb, everybody loved him. And I thought, what's going to happen next? And he said to me, "We need to make a banner for the St Etienne game." And I said, "Okay, fair enough. What do you want to do?" So we went to the pub, we sat there, and in those days, Joey Jones was an icon already. And it suddenly came to us, let's do one for Joey Jones. Because he was like, we called him the fan on the pitch. And he was one of us. He was just an ordinary guy. So we decided that because he was a tough tackler, it just fitted in with, you know, Joe eats frog's legs. That was the very first banner. It was only 6 by 3. And then we played the Swiss then, second game. And I decided that we should follow on from there and make another one. We decided to go over to Zurich and make a banner for there. So we came up with the idea, without a doubt, Zurich, Zure out. And we won 3-1. And then we were in the final then, obviously. Jimmy had said, let's make the biggest banner we can. It's got to be spectacular for the final. And we sat in the pub yet again, couldn't think of any ideas at all. And I went home that night, and my mother said to me, "Why don't you join them all together?" It was like a eureka moment. And then it just fell into line. Joe eats the frog's legs, made the Swiss roll. Now he's munching Gladbach. Jimmy was a larger-than-life character, full of ideas. Everybody loved him. If you went to a pub in Liverpool, there's always someone knew him, and everybody thought he was a fantastic guy. And a great loss, a fantastic scout, you know. Absolutely amazing character. We wouldn't miss a game, you know, we were there all the time. We just loved it, you know.
There's times in history and you capture them, and this captures it perfectly for us. Our first European Cup win, and everything that went around that night, that magical night, the first one. And that was right in the middle, so I feel like you're in the presence of royalty when you're near that thing. That's the way I feel.
The response was unbelievable. It was like, we felt like we were the players, you know, superstars, you know, just with the banner. It's just iconic, isn't it? Incredible, I can't believe it, to be honest. Greatest achievements in life.
This is what I wrote about this magical piece of art history. If there's one sight I want to see on my deathbed, it's the scene that greeted me when I walked onto the Kervenhout terrace. A red and white panoramic rush of waving checkered flags, homemade banners, epaulets, scarves, hats and streamers stretching 3/4 of the way around the ground. As far as breathtaking colour and beauty goes, it was right up there with the Swiss Alps, a vision that'll never fade. Some of the raised banners I saw on our end are now legendary. When in Rome, choose the Scousers too. Here we go gathering cups in May, and then the mother, daddy and now granddad of them all. A 24-foot by 8-foot banner that became the story of Rome. The Scouse version of the Bayeux Tapestry that'll be talked about and revered by Reds until the liver birds take flight. Joey ate the frog's legs, made the Swiss roll, now he's munching Gladbach. It was an honour to be in its presence. To Phil Downey and Jimmy Cummings, all I can say is well in boys, your banner will wave and echo into eternity.